Hey everybody, Galen Norris here. Well, today I got to my 602 Moline project I had to work on. I had a hydraulic leak back here. Wasn't sure where it was coming from, so yesterday I pulled the seat off here and found out where this hose was actually leaking down here. It had split, and this is the return line from the hydraulic valve over here, and that runs my hydraulics. So I went to town, bought new hoses yesterday. I quick threw them on. They were being a little ornery, otherwise I would have actually recorded that. So I'm going to start it up here and put some more hydraulic oil in it, and let's make sure she's not leaking and that. So wish us luck here. So we'll come over here. Like that, she comes to life. Move a couple things here. As you can see, it's a propane model, 1964 602. Holds a special place for me because my grandfather actually worked at the Minneapolis Moline plant where they built them. They're down in Hopkins. You see, this is the hose where it was leaking down here. I'll show you the hose later. It broke out down on the bottom here, so we went and put two brand new radiator hoses on here. So I'll let her warm up here a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and pull back on the levers and see what happens here. One big problem with this one here, when it leaks the hydraulic oil, is the hydraulics back here actually run the power steering pump in the front. Here's the line going to the front right here. That's the line for the power steering pump up front. So once she starts dumping oil, it wasn't taking it long to empty out the reservoir and that. So we were worried it was something wrong in the valve here. We thought maybe seals or O-rings had went bad in the valve. So I was greatly relieved when I saw it was just this hose right here. So let's go ahead and pull the levers here. Wait for it here. See if any oil comes out. Now this tractor here we bought back in about 2000. Me and my dad had to totally rebuild the entire rear ends on here when we bought it, because somebody had welded the bearings casting in the back of the rear end for the PTO shaft. Well, when they did that, they didn't make sure that the shaft was straight, which then caused the PTO shaft to break up in the center of the tractor. Destroyed all the clutches for the PTO in the back, ground up a bunch of my gears, and then it also took out the shaft for operating my hydraulic pump on here. And what tipped us off something was wrong is it wouldn't steer when we first got it running, and when we tried out all the PTO stuff in hydraulics, we realized we were in trouble. So we rebuilt the whole rear end and that. We bought a rear end from an M5 and pulled all the gears and everything out of it and put in this one here that we needed to replace in our rear end and that on this tractor. So this is the second one of two Moline propane tractors that I own. I also own a Case 900, or the 910 as they're called. That was the first one we ever owned, an LP. I absolutely love propane. Very cheap to operate, but also it's very clean burning fuel. If they hit on a cylinder, no matter how cold they are, they'll usually start in that and stuff. This has got a torque amplifier and stuff on it. So I use this one on my round baler a lot. I got an 847 New Holland round baler, doesn't phase it at all when I use it. So I'm very pleased with this tractor. I have a 6-row corn planter that I can pull with it, but unfortunately I don't have a 6-row cultivator right now, so I don't use my planter. I just collect that and stuff. But goal is to have this tractor here painted here fairly soon when I get some time here. It's got 3-point homemade style 3-point on it. I use my slow blower on it quite a bit and that. So overall, it's been a very good tractor since I've had it. Hopefully here the next couple days here I'm going to actually be driving it around and that when I need it, but I had to fix this issue here first and that. But it looks like we've got that pretty much sealed up. We'll catch you later.